What's up, fellas? What's going on? I saw something on here. Doesn't matter. I'll do it next time. Now I know it exists. It's here. But what's going on, fellas? The world is over because my baby got a flat tire. So you guys know I got an e-bike, right? And I ride it everywhere. And today I went to the gym, rode my bike to the gym, and I said, I'm going to go for a bike ride. Went for a bike ride, and it came out right now, the barbecue, just right now. Crazy flat tire. All the way flat. I don't see the thorn in it. I don't know. But either way, I'm not happy. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now. I love that bike, man. That's my best friend. I love riding that thing. It's a good thing. Anyway, man, check it out. So my wife, she bought these steaks off the guy at the store. And you know those guys that sell the steaks out of the truck? And I never buy from those trucks because they're a little pricey. And they're small steaks. And I like big steaks. So I got 3 steaks right here. 2 for me, 1 for her. Kind of small. I'm not even sure what they are, but they don't have a lot of marble in them, so I know they're gonna be. I gotta be careful how I cook them because they're gonna be dried out. I got it high because 2 were frozen and one wasn't. I was gonna make one last night for my wife because I had already eaten. I need to make wife some dinner, but she said she had brought some taquitos home from work. I guess they had like a lunch, and she wanted to eat those. So. Okay. But anyway, I want to say God is good, man. Got my the pump on. You guys can hear it. The pump on. Temperature's at. So the last night we got in here, it was 104. That's how hot the water got. 104 degrees, dude. From that thing right there. So that's and you probably got like maybe I want to say 45 minutes to where it drops down to about 95. It's not so cool anymore. Your body's looking used to it, and it's super relaxing, man. It's super chill. I remember we used to have our own hot tub. We might stay a little bit longer, but we already used it. I put water in this thing, let it get hot. Rigged up a pump. The pump's over here. Rigged up the pump to work, and it works, man. Here's the pump right here. The water goes out right there in the bottom. Goes through the pump. Goes back into there. Simple as that, man. Put some chlorine in it because it'll get green on you. And that's it, guys. Good. Feeling blessed, man. I feel good, man. Still sober. You know, the other day, I was at a meeting. I want to share some with you guys. I was at a meeting. You know, being sober, I see a lot of things differently now. And a lot of times, lights come on that you never would have seen before. And somebody was sharing the other day, they were saying, yeah, you know, I start drinking, I get out of hand, and then I get sober. And then once I won the battle, or once I won the war, I'll celebrate. And I thought about that. Dude, the devil, I believe alcoholism is a spiritual problem. It's a spiritual disease. It's a way, once you get drunk, the evil spirit allows evil spirits in you and lets them take over. For me, it was once I would get drunk and I would get evil thoughts and crazy, I would go places and let the devil, and don't get me wrong, the devil can still do that. The devil did that to me today. He can still do that to me. He can still get in my head and feed me information and remind me of things and make me angry about things. But it would do it a lot. I would do it a lot when I was drinking. I would love to go there. I'd go in my shop and go there. And I like what the guy said. Like, man, listen closely to what he just said. He said, I would start drinking, and then once I got all messed up and lost everything, and I caught myself, I would get sober. And then once I felt I won the war, I would celebrate with so stop right there. So listen to that closely. How do you know? Hey, how do you know the devil didn't let you win the war? just so you can go and do the same exact thing again on your own, and then you start the war all over again. And he has a good 6 to 8 months before you lose everything again. You know what I mean? Slow that down. Hey, I'm going to make it a little short. I'm going to call that something you can't unhear. So if you slow it down closely, I remember when I got sober, when I got my first year, my son told me, he goes, hey, he came and he goes, hey, Dad. And he was all like he was worried about me. He goes, hey, Dad, I just talked to somebody, and they told me, you know, a lot of times when alcoholics, they get 1 year sober, they drink again at their 1 year mark. And believe it or not, that's true. Luckily, I didn't have the urge to drink or nothing, so I wasn't worried about it. But it is true. And it's just funny to think about that, because when you get sober, especially like when you go into a program like Alcohol Anonymous or you go something like that, you not only is there it's a good way to get sober, but there's a lot of support. That's why it works so well, because of the support backing it up. So you got people there backing you up and helping you get your life back on track. People offer you jobs. People show you opportunities. People you can call them if you need help. It's an awesome support. And I've seen people recover and get all their stuff back, to get a job, to get their life back on track, and to get everything back, and will still sometimes mess up. So it's not that the program doesn't work. It's that people think, oh, I'm good now, I can do this on my own. And on the one side is, some people think they can do it on their own, but me, I don't feel that as a bad thing, having to go to AA all the time, because I actually enjoy going there. I like my new circle that I've got. I like my new crowd. I like the new thing I made up. So it's nothing but uplifting stuff. People are still people. You know what I mean? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You're gonna have the people there's still gonna be their little drama, but it's nothing like it was when I was in my circle of drinking. There's like a lot of drama in circle of drinking, and now that I'm sober, I get to see it. Or not that I didn't see it before, I get to acknowledge it, and I get to make a choice not to be a part of it. Does that make sense? I don't have to make part of it anymore. Just this week, I was in a situation where I was around a bunch of people drinking, and I was talking about something, and someone said something, and I didn't like what they said. So now I just tell myself, you know, I don't have to put myself in that position. I wasn't make a video on that shit and to blow that person up. But you know what? I'm not gonna give them their little 5 minutes of fame. You know what? At the end of the day, what they were saying, they're not mad at me. They're mad at themselves, and they want to blame me for their issue, and for me to make a big deal, we'll just let them have more ammo to blame me. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I was able to talk it out with my wife, and not make a video and not react on it, because if I would have reacted on it, then they would really beat me. You know, does that make sense? But I thought I want to share it with you guys. Think about that real quick. You're gonna get sober. It doesn't matter if it's a drug, an alcohol. You're gonna get off it. Usually, if you're getting off it, or you want to change your life, it's because it did something wrong to you. Who knows what did to you, but it messed you up to where a point where you're like, okay, I've had enough. I want to stop. Once you feel better and you think you won the war and you got yourself back on track, you go back and celebrate with the exact thing that put you in that situation in the first place. The devil is laughing his ass off. He's laughing his ass off at us. Hey, so that way you could hear that. Just know the devil's clowning us. Like, yeah, hey, you make you think you won the war just so you can go and start the war all back by yourself. And then he has time to relax. He can go back and chill, and he don't got to mess with you until, because you're gonna do it over and over and over, and you're gonna progress. Hey, I also learned this: the way your alcohol or drug addiction progresses, so does your sobriety. Like, as you get sober, it gets better. So at first you're like, man, what am I gonna do? I'm missing out on so much stuff. But once you start, your sobriety starts to grow, and you start to get more into it, you start to see that, man, I get to do this, I get to do that, I get to go here. I don't do this and I don't do that no more. And now I have this energy and that energy. You know what I mean? So the way your addiction or your alcoholism progressed, the same way your sobriety will progress. Now, hey, I never thought about sharing that with you guys. for me, it's a progressive. It just keeps getting better. I keep learning new ways to entertain myself, or new ways of, or shoot, hold on. Let me rephrase that. I'm not learning new ways to entertain myself. I'm learning new things that I've been missing out on. I've been missing out on because I was locked up in chains from alcoholism and drug addiction. And shoot, even sometimes overworking myself. I can be, you can be addicted to anything. But it's yeah, that's a good way to word it, man. But today I went to the gym. I got my little bug, a new bubble gun, or not bubble, a bubble making gun, where it makes bubbles. Hey, let me tell you a story about. So this story has kind of to do with the guy was talking crap, but so I'm not gonna bring that. I already part it up. So one of my family members asked me. He's raising his kid. Asked me, he goes, so my kids are always good in sports, always did good in school, and they know I was strict on them. And then what he was telling me is, he was telling me that hold on, let me look at this. Suntan lotion. He was basically just asking me what do I think? I think him and his wife, they have two different ways of raising. Like he's kind of more aggressive and she's kind of more passive, and lets him get away with something. And what's up, Beagle? And he was asking me, what do I think? What's my opinion? And I was telling him, my opinion is on that is like, you know what? I ruled my house with iron fist, man. I was hard on my kids. There was no losing. There was no quitting. And I only tolerated, but I didn't ever get on them if they lost the game. I got on them if they quit a game. If they ever quit, there was no quitting. It was one thing to lose and nothing to quit. And I was always strict on them, make sure they got good grades and stuff like that. Well, he's asking me, well, what's my opinion on that? And I said, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. What I've learned today, I think although the things I pushed on my kids were correct, I think the way I went about doing it, I think I didn't have to be so hard. I tell them I could have not been so hard. I could have been a little bit. I didn't have to be that way. I think I could pull off the same thing and get the same thing done by just being there and being firm with them and just being on it, not letting them quit. I didn't have to be verbally abusive and use coarse language when every little thing, every language I talked. And so I told him that's my advice. My advice is what I did was correct, just not aggressive. Watch how you say it. You know what I mean? Watch how you know what I mean? I didn't have to be so aggressive. You know what I mean? But you do got to be too aggressive to some extent, because if you don't discipline your kids, or you're not on your kids, and on the same thing also, but when my kids did good, I really praised them. Even then I praised them. I was all about it. I made sure they understood I was proud of them. I always bragged about them. I was always on them. And their practices, whether they liked it or not, I didn't just drop my kids off. If I was there, I stayed the whole time and made sure that they participated. But I was there watching them, and I was paying attention to what they're doing. But I don't know. That's so my Magnolia, I was talking to my little nephew, and I was telling him, so at his age, the boy and girls, they play together. They play in the baseball, they play together. And I'm telling my nephew that my granddaughter's going to be the best on the team. I want to teach her to play. I'm going to make her the best on the team. He's like, what? And so you guys know, so my granddaughter's name is Magnolia, but I call her Bug. She's my little bug. I call her Bug. And I told her, I'm going to teach her to say, I'm a bad bug. And I'm telling them, I'm a bad bug. And she's like over to the corner like playing, and she comes up to it and she goes, I'm a bad bug. She goes, bad bug. Hey, she's my little bug. But yeah, it's good, man. Hey, but I was tripping on that I heard the other day. It just dawned on me. I should have go, hey, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to call it something you can't unhear. I'm going to say that to where you get off alcohol or drugs, you get everything good, and you think you won the war. And once you feel like you got your life back on track and you won the war, you go back and celebrate with the exact same thing that put you that even started the war. And you start the war all over again. And the devil's laughing at you the whole time, thinking this guy, he thinks he won the war. He wouldn't have started a whole new war. And I didn't have to do anything. Hey, just know the devil's laughing at us when we do that crap. Hey, I'm guilty of it. My chair right now, hey, I'm my chair right now. If I ever think about drinking, I'm gonna think about that crap. Cause I don't like to lose. Hey, I don't like to lose a game. To me, that would be clowning me. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, forget you. Forget the devil. You know what I mean? Like, forget that. What, baby? What? You know you were there? She said I was mean to her too. I'm always mean. I'm still mean to you. I'm still mean to you. You still bug me. Look at, she still bugs me. She's the most loyal person I know. Except if you leave the gate open, she will leave instantly. Hey, you don't gotta leave the gate open and she'll leave. She'll figure a way out. Huh? Sit down. Sit. See? This is Roxy, yeah. But yeah, man, I think that's crazy. The meeting tonight, though. Easy Desert meeting tonight, 7 p.m. tonight. Easy Desert. Easily approach. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I want to say God bless. I want to say I love you guys, and remember, if there's something you cannot hear, so anybody in there struggling with alcohol, get their life and they get off and they get their life situated. Remember, the moment you start back doing it, the devil's laughing at you, man, because you're gonna start that crap all over again. You know, death just is crazy. It's trying the same thing over, trying to do the same exact thing over and expecting a different result. Amen to that, huh? Hey, but at the end of the day, be part of a church or a fellowship. Be a part of something. Be part of something that's benefits you. You know what I mean? Come here, hey. I live in Paso, man. Anybody want to go to church? Hit me up. We'll go. I'll go to church with you. God bless you all. You have a blessed evening. Love you guys, huh? Hey.